what I'm going to tell you about this is that it was great that this reading is called Not So Fast, because I'm reading from an excerpt from a story that's for an anthology about speed, the drug speed. And in this excerpt, you do not find out what it is, but it's just imagined, heavily inspired by last Christmas with my mother-in-law at a holiday party where I was sure that the hostess was on her daughter's Adderall, and then, because I'm such a jerk, went into the bathroom and was like, all right, what's everybody on? And then, God, I mean, there's a list, because we're among our friends here at the Hemlock Tavern, there's a list in this story of food items that I have a photo of these exact food items on my phone that I took a picture of her refrigerator. And this is what she was making for the party. So anyway, this story is called Tips and Things by Elaine. Elaine is spelled with a Y-N-E. First, let me say that doing this recording was Jim's idea. I'm one of those people who always gets asked, how do you do it? My friends literally stand there with their hands on their hips, just shaking their heads, laughing, saying, how do you do it all so effortlessly, Elaine? And with such verve and zest and appeal and aplomb. And you know, I've got all my balls in the air and I'm wheeling around on my unicycle, plate spinning, blindfolded, saying, what? What are you talking about? I'm just being me. So Jim says, honey, just strap on the recorder while you're getting ready for the party as kind of an experiment. It'll be interesting, he says, a testament of sorts. I keep hearing that our oral histories are more important than ever, and I want to be a giver, not a taker. Okay, moving on to the official business. My day. First things first, when the feet hit the floor, is doing my tape. Before coffee or grapefruit or brushing the fuzz from my tongue, I get my exercise. I'm going to turn the recorder off while I pop my routine in the VCR and start sweating. For the record, I do the tape 5 times a week, not just when I have an event. That plus a daily walk with Galileo the Wonder Mutt, and my backside looks as good as it did the day I graduated from the conservatory. Goodbye! I'm back! And a little bit winded, as you can tell. Sometimes I think all those backstage cigarettes I sucked down during my 20s are coming back to haunt me. I may have subpar lung capacity, but can you do this? If you stick a stock of liquor in your locker, if you stick a stock of liquor in your locker and just put a lock upon your stocker, some joker who's quicker is going to trick you for your liquor if you fail to lock your liquor with a lock. Ha! That, my friend, was my favorite tongue twister from ye olde thespian days. I got a million of them. Unique New York. Let me catch my... Sound of Elaine's breathing here. A wheeze is detected. Oh, brother, and don't smoke, everybody. Oh, great. Now what am I doing? A public service announcement? Next thing you know, I'll be telling you to perform the Heimlich, which actually did save my life one time, but there's a story for another day. Forget about it. Definitely rated R for raunchy because I was buffers. Excuse me. Let's get down to it. Okay. Let's haul out the old stone tablet and start chiseling out the list of all the dishes that are going to be part of the big holiday smorgasbord. Who says you have to call the Tasteful Fare catering truck just to have a holiday open house? You know who you are. Just because you have money doesn't mean you can do it better by hiring someone. So F you, Tammy, and the horse you rode in on, whose name is Jacob Martinson, a baloney of a realtor, if you ask me. Okay, keep it positive, Elaine. Don't go down the hole. What did I do before the island? Seriously, my hand before God as I stand here in the kitchen. Before we remodeled, I didn't have this gorgeous island with a Korean countertop to sit at and have my coffee every morning. It's so smooth, it's so durable. I could run my palm across this all day long. That and the new automatic espresso machine that tamps the grounds down and has a self-frother really make my mornings feel like they're straight out of a TV commercial or a TV show, even a program. Here we go. Okay, fondue, check. Potato torta, check. Deviled eggs, classic. Spare ribs and dip. Black bean dip, side and tortilla strips with those. peanut and dill dips with the roast veggies, focaccia and tapenade, crab and artichoke dip, which is so cheesy and good. Dates and Parmesan jumbo shrimp, gotta love that oxymoron, and cocktail sauce. Mini quiches, throw them in the oven, easy. Curried phyllo triangles, always a winner. Nuts, Mediterranean meatballs, baked brie with pear and cranberry preserved salmon with my special orange miso sauce. There, is your mouth watering yet? And we haven't even gotten to the dessert buffet. Hold on to your hips. Speaking of, it's always smart to rip through the plastic beforehand so you know what your dress is going to smell like. Oh God, it fits better than ever. Red satin doll, lady in red. I heard a terrible story the other day on the radio about how toxic dry cleaning is, but I have to say there are certain stains that definitely need to be removed by chemicals. And get your mind out of the gutter on that one, because I'm referring to a thick, creamy white substance called Miracle Whip. What do you think of Dijonnaise? I don't like it. Thanks for asking. You know what? This is actually fun. Talking to nobody and everybody all at once. It makes me feel free somehow. I am a free woman. Size 4 free woman. That's my Native American name. Okay, we'll cut that part out later. Okay, getting all the veggie chopping out of the way before grating the cheeses, and then I can get the eggs boiling. I know you can't see me right now, but I feel like I'm moving like a panther. Can you see me, God? Am I moving like a panther? Like right now, as I go from cupboard to fridge to microwave to pantry to chopping block, what kind of cat am I? I want answers, and oh, here are the meatballs nestled in their snapping seals right where I left them. The stereo plays Van Morrison's greatest hits while chopping and various other kitchen noises are heard. Elaine sings along, most exuberantly, to Brown Eyed Girl, which she replays 3 times in a row, getting louder and more into it each time. A muffled sound that could be crying is briefly heard. Elaine blows her nose. Lil Recorder, some people find food prep boring, but I find it meditative. I don't need the Buddha. Let's go make sure all the chafing dishes and serving platters are where I need them. Galileo, you're a good dog. He's so handsome. Okay, living room, spectacular. There is not a mote of dust to be found after yesterday's white tornado, and I feel like the bathroom is a very important place to be thorough. Think about it. A fabulous open house and a charming and well-appointed home at the height of the frenetic holiday season. It's the kind of home that you pass when you're out for your evening constitutional, and you think, ooh, I wonder who lives there. That sure does look like a warm, inviting place to live. Some very creative, lovely people must be inside right now doing something very interesting. And suddenly the big oak door with the fresh balsam wreath swings open, and you're there in the middle of the whirl and swirl of guests and chatter and activity and carols around the baby ground, and then boom, you gotta take a tinkle or check your lipstick. When you do, I want you to say hello to your very own sanctuary. I like a scented candle. I like to play with lighting. I like to do 2 towels. You know, one plush, vibrant, kind of terry ones, of course, but also a high-quality disposable for those who would rather take that route. I'm not judging. The main goal is to make sure everybody feels comfortable. Okay, here's one. Take a quick peek inside the medicine cabinet and get a gander. Whether you'd like to admit it or not, some people, and I'm not going to call them cretins, though I'm sure Tammy Two-Tone, who gets that name because of her special hairstyle, Kennedy Lane, are bound to check out what's cooking inside your cupboards. You don't want every Tom, Dick, Harry, and Tammy knowing who's on what for why. Did you hear that? I think there was a knock at the door. Here we go, scurrying down the hall, slipping into the red patent leather pumps on the way there. Goodbye! This has been super fun. It's showtime! Oops, my bad. I thought I heard somebody. I guess it's only noon. I still have to make the mix for the Pomtinis. It's so perfect that pomegranate juice is red this time of year. How did they do that? This is amazing. This is my day.